Alright, so here's our guy, Samuel Gompers. Friend, hero, ally. Vote Gompers for the Fame Hall of Fame. Alright. Okay, so quick rundown. Gomp hated imperialism, he was critical of socialism, and he was pro-union. Gompers grew up poor in London in the 1850s and was working as an apprentice to a cigar maker by age 10. Man, look how sad that one is. Gomp's family moved to the U.S. and he became a part of the cigar makers local union in Manhattan by age 14. He was then elected, not at 14, he was probably a little older, but he was elected VP of the Cigar Makers International Union in 1886. Solid job, Gomp. He married this lady when he was 17 and had, according to Wikipedia, a series of children in rapid succession. Also, side note, I know we can't use Wikipedia as a source, but I thought it was funny, so I threw it in. This is where we get to the good stuff. Because while still being a part of the Cigar Makers Union, he created the American Federation of Labor, or the AFL for short. And this is one of the first federations of labor unions, and it inspired the formation of many others. Modern-day labor unions use many of his same tactics, and he basically inspired an entire social movement of workers' rights. Gompers is our Bernie here. He's for the people. But he was also instrumental in passing many restrictive immigration laws, because immigrants lower wages for workers, which is not only kind of hypocritical because he's an immigrant, but it's also a bummer because it ruins our very feeble Bernie comparison. Also, he wasn't a big fan of socialists because he said that they distracted from unions. Samuel Gompers was super into unions. Here is another picture of Bernie because we ran out of pictures of Gompers. But, okay. Gomp advocated for three main things. Number one was grouping workers based on their trades or crafts. And two, that workers would join a union that focused primarily on economic issues rather than political to ensure that they prioritized worker rights and welfare above all else. And lastly, he thought that when political action had to be taken, that they should do political nonpartisanship, which is to articulate an independent idea, like outside of the box. You're not like aligning yourself with any specific party. Gomp was also super critical of imperialism, which was like a rising issue at that time that many people, looking at you, Roosevelt, thought was like a positive thing. But he said that, quote, "A foreign war as a cure for domestic discontent has been the device of tyrants and false counselors from time immemorial." And he said that in a speech against the annexation of the Philippines. So don't vote for the guy who represents the establishment. Vote Samuel Gomper. Gomper. Gomper.